Welcome to Denton, Texas, home to the North Texas Mean Green. As we'll see, a squad from the American, the Tulsa Golden Hurricane. Tulsa will kick off and we'll get this game started. And he hauls it in and everybody's on the edge of their seats. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. They'll move the wide receiver. To the air on 2nd down. Got his man quickly. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. He did a nice job of it.
They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. To the air on first down. Pressure in his face, and he lets it fly. And that one's too high, out of bounds, incomplete.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Now the play fake. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
And these coaches have these play sheets over there on the sidelines, and there's so many calls they want to call, and they want to make explosive plays. But you got to protect your QB, and he's already been sacked. Now he's hit again. Like, they've got to protect him up front if they want a chance of doing damage on the offensive side of the football.
Fields to punt and tries to help improve that field position. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. Dropping back, it's Francis. Gets it out quickly.
Really nice job by the quarterback understanding I need to throw this ball hard. Like, I got to fit it in there tight. And a nice job by the wide receiver wearing it, because he really didn't have a choice, because he was going to wear that one regardless.
The Golden Hurricane to the line, facing 2nd and short. The play-action fake. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense, pressuring the quarterback.
Tulsa trying to power ahead on 3rd and short. They'll try to get the first through the air. Snags it over the middle. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
Tulsa will be forced to send out the punt team. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. And the return man couldn't get to it to make the catch, and the ball will bounce out of bounds. They'll get this drive started from their own 26. Wide receiver going in motion. Pressure coming. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
And listen, the quarterback drops back, and he's going through his progressions. We see zone, but just couldn't do anything about it. This defensive line, this pressure, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
North Texas now has a ton of work to do here on second down. Pulls and throws off the RPO. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
Yeah, and what a nice job seeing it, reacting, and throwing. When you run these RPOs, you want to read the defense really quickly. Is he playing run? Okay, boom. I'm going to throw the slant right behind him. Nice job by the QB.
The mean green with a ton of green to cover here on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down.
We talked to the coaches coming into this one. They know field position was going to be a huge factor for them winning this one. They had a really nice punt earlier in this game. Great job getting down and covering it. Won't surprise me if they decide to play it safe again here on fourth.
The kick is on its way. He'll be content with the field position, making the fair catch right around the 30-yard line. First snap of this drive comes from the 32. Looking downfield, it's Francis. Gets it to the back. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
Well, there was really nowhere to go for the quarterback with that football. He's just trying to check it down to his running back, and the defense was there, and they made the play.
The Golden Hurricane way behind the chains here on second down. Back to pass. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30-plus.
And this defense is figuring out early in this football game, man. They've got to be dialed in because this passing attack, it's lethal because they get it to their speedsters, and after the catch, they're really good. Got to tighten up that coverage and get those guys on the ground when they catch the football.
Looking to throw on first down. A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Golden Hurricane. Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Pass to Sticks and still on his feet. Makes the tackle at the 30 after he picked up 10.
It's hard to stop great runners. It really is. That's why you run the football consistently. You got a big offensive line, a big physical unit. You run the football like this, man, it will take a toll later. But you got to tackle this guy over and over again who has this ability to make people miss and make big plays.
Motion from the wide receiver. Wants to go up top on first down. Got it behind the line. It's Coleman.
And I think you're seeing these guys in every offense now. These littler guys that they're so quick, it's hard to get a hand on them. Run crisp routes. You can throw it short, you can throw it long, but they're just big-time playmakers. You've definitely seen an emphasis shift towards smaller wide receivers with some serious skill.
North Texas can dig into that playbook on second and short. Wants to go up top. On target. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
North Texas has it going to work with another first down. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
North Texas now has a ton of work to do here on second down. looking to fire. Grabbed over the middle. It's Williams. And they swarm him under. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
Trying to pick it up on the ground. Offenses gain momentum with third down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
Looking to throw on first down. Got his man on the right. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
Well, they pick up the first against zone coverage. The biggest key there is the quarterback understanding that A, it's zone, but B, what kind of zone is it? Is it one high safety? Is it 2 high safeties? And then you know instinctively where your best throw, where your highest percentage completion is based on what type of zone coverage it's going to be.
He's got it on the move. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Second down, they'll go to the air. And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete.
I don't even know if the offense is aware that they have other eligible targets downfield. It feels like every single throw early in this game has gone this guy's way.
Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. Looking to throw for it. He's got it. Gets it into the end zone, but wait a minute. We'll have to check out the laundry on the field. It looked as if they had a chance to tie it, but that goes by the boards as the penalty takes away the touchdown. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. Wants to throw again. Fires to the middle. A strike downfield. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
That's a nice completion. I know you don't get the first down. You're obviously set up in field goal range here down in the red zone, but because you've got 4th and short now, you may decide to go for this if you're on offense.
4th down and 1, and they'll go for it. Trying to keep this drive alive. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you can get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. They give you 4 downs for a reason, and this offense decides to use every one of them.
Hey, if I had a back like that and I had this offensive line, man, I would do it too. I wouldn't even think twice about it. Roll the dice, give your guys an opportunity to go make a play, and they do.
Wants to go up top. Bring in the heat. And the quarterback caught up 2 and sacked at the 12.
And I tell you what, when you get inside the 3, I think your tendency is to run the football, run the football, run the football. The offense, try to change it up a little bit, maybe try to throw it. I don't like it, and obviously it didn't work, but at least you got a few more downs here to try to make up for it.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. They'll run the screen, and he is snuffed out, greeted by a host of defenders.
Well, give the defense credit on that one because they knew coming into this one that they were going to try to get this receiver the ball in a variety of ways. They were ready for the screen there, and they create a negative play.
Now 3rd and goal and tough yardage to cover here. He wants to throw it. Didn't have anything working and just had to throw it away on 3rd down.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage, so everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
And they decide to trot out the kicker. Good right down the boulevard. That'll bring him to within 4.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. The give to the tailback. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Here's the handoff. Got the first down and still on his feet. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, you're going to be hard to stop.
They'll start this one from the 29 on first down. To the air, it's Francis. Finds the tight end. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
Important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going too.
Tulsa with the playbook wide open here on 2nd and short. Back to pass. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
Well, QB had the look he wanted. You like throwing slants against man coverage. That time, though, got to be a little bit more accurate with the throw, and it falls incomplete.
Tulsa trying to move the chains on 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going to throw deep right side. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Trying to take it back. And they'll get him down after a solid return. They'll leave it with him. Got a little space. Takes it the other way. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22.
Nice job getting outside, right? Those running backs, they get on those tracks, they run outside. Now they're in the open field. It's so tough. Those safeties are flying down, try to get an angle, but you could tell the speed sets them up, makes the big play out to the left.
Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. It's complete to the right. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, 2nd down coming.
A lot of times when you go back and you revisit these games, who takes advantage of these opportunities in the red zone, in these goal-to-go situations? Bad job on first down by this offense.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on 3rd down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on 3rd down.
Looking to the end zone on 3rd and goal. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
And for the 2nd time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. And he'll try to knock it through from 33 yards out. just drives it between the uprights. That brings them to within 1.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Trying to set up the screen. Oh, a lot of space.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous and you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit more honest if you want to start bringing a lot of pressure.
The Golden Hurricane to the line, facing second and short. They go to the ground. Spins away from the defense. Knocked down at the 31 after a gain of 5.
And on second down, a lot of times, I don't know why, you just, as a defense, you go pass. You think passing situations, passing downs. Really good job by the offense, committing to the run game, not abandoning it, not getting yourself in a third down situation where you had to throw the football.
And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They're going to go right back to him on first down. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, right away after picking up a first down, they go right back to their playmaker at running back. And I love the push they got up front, getting a hat on a hat, opening a huge hole for the back.
And you become so hard to defend when you can run the football successfully on first down. You're starting like that. Now what opens up? Play action. Now you're making me play pass and run. This offense, if they can create that run physicality, now it opens up everything else.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. Tulsa comes to the line with a 1st and 10. And a nice, solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. He'll run it again. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. Tulsa in a tough spot here on 3rd and long. Dropping back, it's Francis. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
This offense put together a really good drive, man. Like, that was a good drive, but 3rd down in the red zone when the field starts to shrink, they really struggle to try to find a play to get someone open.
Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to get the 3. Nestled just inside that right upright. They take a 4-point lead here in the 2nd.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
So they get the field goal, now about to kick it away, and you get a stop here, and you go to halftime feeling really good about things. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
The give to the left. Gets it across the 25. He'll step out at the 26 as this offense tries to grind out some yardage. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. He'll put toe to leather and get this second half started. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Trying to set the tone with the run. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets them out to the 25-yard line.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Here's a quick throw out to the left. Knocked down at the 31 after a gain of 5.
Now, I know that completion isn't a touchdown. It's not a deep play deep down the field, but how about the strong hands by that receiver making that catch? He made that look pretty routine. He had that DB draped all over him and still was able to help this offense get positive yards.
To the air, it's Francis. Looking to the big tight end. Got his man downfield. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line.
This tight end is such a weapon because he can line up all over the field. That time he starts in the slot, he's running the corner route against zone coverage, and he's just got athleticism and wiggle and the ability to separate and make big plays. So nice to have a target like that.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing.
And that was good defense again, and unfortunately, we've been saying that all game long. Really, really good defense, or, listen, you can spin on the other side. This offense has really been bad.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Going up top again. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
And, man, that's frustrating for an offense. You got a little something going. You had a little bit of momentum, but they've got to do a better job of protecting their guy, keeping him upright, letting him go make some plays for this offense. That's the only way he's going to get hot. They got to give him more time.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Makes the catch along the sidelines and steps out of bounds.
Well, that time on third and long, they just took what the defense gave him. Nothing down the field. They were hoping maybe he could make somebody miss after the catch. Wasn't able to do it, so now it sets up fourth.
Tulsa will be forced to send out the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll get it out to about the 20-yard line, and that's where they'll mark him down. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Quickly to the tight end.
And watch the offensive line here. They all block run. Because they're blocking run, the quarterback decides, oh, I got a favorable matchup. He dumps it out to the right, makes the right read, gets a nice positive gain.
The Mean Green can be aggressive if they choose here on second and short. Leaves it with the back. It's a seam wide open. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
To the ground. He's got it again. Nice move to keep running. Dragged down at the 43, but it's a pickup of 10 on that one.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create second and short, third and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
North Texas has it going to work with another first down. From the gun, the running back has it. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
North Texas lining up, facing 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
They've already got a bunch of sacks on them today and another quarterback pressure. This offense has to try to find a way to get the ball out a little bit quicker, to protect their quarterback a little bit more. Whether it's screens, whether it's draws, whether it's rolling your quarterback, something has to change for this offense to protect the quarterback a little bit better.
And the return man will have no chance as the ball sails out of bounds. Let's see what they can get going on this drive as they snap it from the 7. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
I don't know if that's the coverage you want to be throwing wide receiver screens against. Oftentimes you want the receivers to have some access. You want the DBs to be off a couple of yards so you can help set up the blocks and give the receiver somewhere to go with it. It's hard to run that against press coverage, and they only picked up a few yards there.
Back to pass, it's Francis. Grabbed in the middle, it's Booker. He's loose. Makes the tackle at the 24, but from inside the 10 to across the 20 on the pickup of 15.
And first down for the offense.
1st and 10 from their own 24-yard line. Use the play fake, now to throw. The short hands, it's Booker. And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Pulls it and fires to the left.
Yeah, and I tell you what, when you stick these fast suckers in the slot, they don't have to be big, but you get those guys that are so quick in the slot, they can get great matchups, and I can get the ball to them quick because they're such dynamic playmakers.
The Golden Hurricane might just throw this thing deep on 2nd and inches. Rides the back on the option to give. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the first down.
First down for the offense.
Tulsa moved the chains by keeping it on the ground. They might go right back to it here. Gives it on the option. There he goes. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
On the run, it's Richardson. Picks up the first down. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the 2nd half. You want to run the football, and you got to just keep getting positive yards. You got to keep the 3rd downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. Just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
That's the end of the third quarter of play.
They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. He caught it, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Tulsa.
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a two-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up, but getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
And the extra point is up and good, and they have an 11-point fourth quarter lead.
That makes the score Tulsa 17.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. The sure hands, it's Evans. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
And that's a good first down for this offense. Get something positive going. Like, listen, the possessions are shrunk now. We're in the fourth quarter. The clock is ticking for us. Down 2 possessions. You're not going to get many more, so they got to be smart with the football while still being aggressive.
Rides the back and leaves it. Tripped up at the 25 after picking up 4.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on second down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up third and long, and now you're set up to fail.
North Texas comes to the line on 3rd and short. They'll try to run for it. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front 7 has dominated this entire game.
This drive will get underway from just inside the 35 at their own 34. From the gun, the ground game. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances. And that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock. And they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Holds and fires complete to the right. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
By the receiver.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with a lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football there.
They'll try to pick it up on the ground. They were all over him. Nowhere to go as that 3rd down play turned into a disaster.
This running back's had all kind of success. Now we're getting later in the game. We got to make sure we get some stops, get the ball back to our offense.
Tulsa will be forced to send out the punt team. He's got it. He'll get it out to about the 20-yard line, and that's where they'll mark him down. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Wants to throw on 1st down. Just a short pass to the tight end. Good, solid pickup on that one, and they've got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down.
And this offense is going to have to come up clutch, man. Like, late in the football game, you are trailing. This is why you get paid the big bucks. This is why the quarterback is the glamour position. Like, you've got to trust him. He's got to come through. They got to put a few drives together here to get back in this football game.
6-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels.
And busting big runs like this, we always talk about the running backs, but it's the big boys up front paving their lanes, those receivers gluing on those DBs that make these plays really go for big yardage.
And how about those receivers? Not just the glamour of catching passes, but doing some dirty work, too.
No doubt. When they get on those guys in the second level and get on those DBs, that's when you break those big, long runs.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
North Texas can dig into that playbook on 2nd and short. Motion from the wideout. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. Doing damage on the ground as he runs it down to the 11-yard line. North Texas has it going to work with another first down. Running back searching for a hole. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Trying to impose their will with the run. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, North Texas.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
They'll go for 2 here and try to climb within a field goal late. Looking to throw. And the defense gets to him and snuffs out the 2, and they will draw no closer here.
That keeps the score. Tulsa, 17. North Texas, 12.
They are set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Back to throw, it's Francis. Trying to escape and get it himself. And a nice pickup on the run and gets down to avoid contact.
You know, I think in this situation of the game, too, if I'm this guy, I'm thinking the same thing, right? I'm throwing and getting yards, and if it's not there, I'm going to take this game over myself with my legs. We're in the 4th quarter. We've got an opportunity, 1 possession down, to get back in this thing. I just got to do whatever I got to do to make that happen.
To the air on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, really, really be physical, because if he bobbles it at all, as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
And you want that clock to run. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
Well, this offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
Tulsa trying to power ahead on 3rd and short. They'll try to run for it. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense.
Well, this running back has had a pretty good day so far in this game, and I think the key right now is for the defense to find a way to slow him down. He had a good run 2 plays ago. The defense gets the TFL on this one. I think you got to change up your fronts defensively and try to give this offensive line different alignment books to see if they can confuse him.
Opening play of this drive comes from the 26-yard line. Snags a quick pass on the left. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. He'll do it himself on the draw. Got enough for the first down. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
And you got to bang a timeout right here. You've got 2 left. After running the football, save as many seconds as you can to give yourself an opportunity to come back and win this game.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Evans. And he's able to shed 1 tackle, but still just a very short gain.
And this offense just hasn't found a way to kind of open it up. Like, they haven't found those explosive plays. It feels like the defense is kind of strangling them and staying really close to the line of scrimmage because of their lack of their big play ability over the top. This offense has to dial something up.
Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
Well, this defense has had the QB's number all game long. One of the reasons why is because this cornerback, when he's on an island, he's winning the 50-50 balls, and he's not letting anything get thrown over his head downfield. Great job in coverage, disguising what he's doing and knocking balls away.
Off the RPO, fire right, trying to convert. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down. They've got it at the 40.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
North Texas at the line with a new set of downs thanks to the running game. Catch in the middle, it's Evans. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
Now here on 2nd down, see if they keep tossing it around. Throws to the tight end. Got his man on the right. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. North Texas has it going to work with another first down. Wants to go up top on first down. Makes the grab. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
And this offense, they got another positive game, but I think they're going to have to start pushing the ball down the field a little bit. Got to make some plays. That clock is not your friend. You got to speed up, maybe work the middle of the field a little bit, but make sure we get first downs and the rest of the time work the sidelines.
He wants it all. Touchdown, Mean Green. And with that, they move out front here in the 40.
Man, this game has been incredible to watch, and the offense comes through late in the game, takes the lead. What a clutch drive by this offense. Now, I'm looking at you, defense. You got the lead late in the game. I need you to go put this thing on ice and win it for me.
Up by 1, they're going to try to get the deuce here and make it a field goal lead. Slams it ahead. He'll be stopped short. Still a 1-point game here in the 4th. They had hoped to push this edge out to a field goal, but they were denied. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back from inside the 15. Buys just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. First play of this drive comes from the 27. Throws for the tight end. Caught over the middle. It's Fullman. The timeout stops the clock with 10 seconds to play. They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. Off the play fake on first down. With the catch, it's Foley. Timeout on the field and 4 ticks left to go. Tulsa with the playbook wide open here on 2nd and short. Looking to pass, it's Francis. Throws to the tight end. It's incomplete. A last gasp effort, and the defense finds a way to survive